Everybody, and welcome to Cooking Adventures with Katie. Happy Valentine's Day! So today we are doing, there are blackberry truffles with chocolate covered. The recipe calls for raspberries because raspberries are red and Valentine's is hearts and but boyfriend likes blackberry. I like blackberry. We're gonna do blackberry. So same thing for the raspberry as well. Same recipe, just raspberries instead. But it calls for a cup and a half of flour, a cup of thawed frozen raspberries, blackberries, 3 tablespoons of maple syrup, but like the actual proper maple syrup, and then a cup of chocolate chips. Now we're gonna melt half of the cup, and then we're going to pour the other half in there and then stir it until it's smooth and melty and delicious. And then we're going to dip the frozen truffle ball into that and then stick it in the fridge or freezer for like 10 minutes for it to be good and tasty and delicious. So pretty much what we do is we take the frozen blackberries, take that cup, blend it until smooth, mix it with the 3 tablespoons of the syrup, the cup and a half of flour, and until well incorporated. And then we're going to take our handy dandy melon baller and put them on a cookie sheet with a parchment paper so that it doesn't stick, into the freezer for 15 minutes. And then we're going to melt the chocolate, and then once those 15 minutes are done, we're going to take those out, dip them in the chocolate, and then put them in the fridge or freezer, whichever it is. I'll have to check. But that is what we are going to do today. Happy Valentine's Day! So we're going to go ahead and get started. Alright, so here I have my cup of blackberries. I have a heaping cup. I will probably add a little bit more. Just because, even though this is the first time I'm doing this, so probably add a little bit more just because we like blackberries. So we're going to put this into that cup right there and then put it onto the smoothie maker and alright, so we have our cup here, and we blend. Blend. Do you not blend anymore? Uh-oh, that's not good. Okay, fixed it. Okay, that's the result. Looks like paste. This is also not 100% thawed all the way. So, yeah. Alright, so next we mix the cup and a half of flour and the 3 tablespoons of syrup. So let me wash my cup and we'll get started on that. 1 cup, half cup, blackberry stuff. That worked out pretty easy. Alright, let's see if I can do this on camera with the syrup because I've never worked with actual proper syrup before. So let's see. It's really liquidy. 3 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3, and it doesn't taste like Mrs. Butterworth. It's closer to molasses, really, but it's still sweet and pretty tasty. But anyway, now that gets mixed together till well incorporated. So I'm going to start that. So I started with a spoon and then decided to use my hands, and it's just a really thick dough ball. Tastes pretty good, but we'll just have to see. Alright, so this ball is right about where I want it in terms of color. There's a little bit of flour still that is visible, but I think when it really comes down to it... Hush! I think when it really comes... Hush now! Get out of the kitchen! Go! Out of the kitchen! Out of the kitchen! Thank you. When it comes to... Go! Go! Whatever. When it comes down to it, I don't think some of the flour is going to come out of the color, but now we shape it. So I'm going to try for hearts. If it doesn't work, we'll just stick with the balls that were originally. It's a heart. Well, Supposed to be. Yeah. Yay! They're all done! So there's my heart, and then I did a square, and then I did another square, and then I did one that looks like a Tootsie Roll, and yeah, all the rest of them are circles because screw that. My hands are purple! But now these go into the freezer for 15 minutes. Yay! Alright, so now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never melted chocolate chips before. I've made my own chocolate. So they're like, oh, melt this, it'll be fine. I'm like, let me make my own. But I'm actually going to follow the recipe this time because I would like these to not have to sit in the freezer. So here I have my ½ cup of chocolate chips, and it's going into the microwave. Now, I have a brand new microwave that is massive and takes up my entire counter space that you have previously seen me work on before. You see that. Sink. Hands width of distance. Microwave. Stove. And pizza things. That'll be the next video because I tried it out and I haven't had them yet, waiting on boyfriend. So, yeah. So, normally I do the 30-second rule. 30 seconds at a time. Look and see. And if it needs more, 30 more seconds. Well, there's not a 30-second button. There's just the minute button. So I have to watch it, which sucks because I don't like watching. I just want to be like, boop, okay, let me do other things. Okay, back. No, I have to actually, we'll sit here and watch. So we're going to sit here for a minute and then see how it goes. But I'll let you know times and everything. Yeah. So after a minute, they look like this. Melty, but still chippy. So we're going to put them back in for... Let's go ahead and do another minute. Fine. So, gut told me check it at 30 seconds. 26 on the microwave, so 26 seconds left, and it is melty. Woo! 30-second rule, yeah! So now, anyway, we mix this other half of chocolate chips into this, and then stir it until smooth, and then we just kind of hang out. Because it's not 15 minutes. It's been like 2. Alright, so here's what I did. Put the chocolate chips in and I started stirring and then realized this is stupid. So I put it in for 10 seconds, stirred it up a little bit more, put it in for 10 seconds, stirred it up a little bit more, put it in for that last 10 seconds, and now it's really super soft and like gooey, like it should be. So it's in the microwave, so it'll stay warm, and then when those come out in 15 minutes, I'll just nuke it again for another 30 seconds maybe if it needs it, and start dipping. But yeah, till then, now we wait. Oh, but what's cool though is this is using the Enjoy Life chocolate chips. It is with flour and like it's dairy free. It's considered raw. If you use the gluten-free stuff, it's considered paleo, I think, with how that goes. Yeah. What? Oh yeah. Yeah. So that's pretty neat. And then those pizza things will be next. And so if you noticed the flour and my dishes being full, it is from making dairy-free crescent rolls to use as the thing, as the crust. So that worked out pretty good. I haven't tried them yet because waiting on boyfriend. But yeah, so now about 10 minutes, I think. Alright, so it has been a little bit over 10 minutes because I accidentally overwatered one of my plants and there's a fail-safe and it got everywhere, so I spent my entire time cleaning that. Anyway, these are frozen. Yay! And now it's time to dip them into the chocolate, like so, and fish it out. And no extra heating was required, and then put it back. There. Now we do that with all of them. Okay, note to self, do these one at a time, because the chocolate freezes around them immediately, and they'll end up getting stuck together and create a mass of chocolate frozen raspberry. stuff. So one at a time. So, in the end, you need probably 1.25 cups of chocolate chips in order to cover them all. But here's what they look like before they go into the fridge. Some of them look pretty good. Look at how nice that is. Woo. Others look like they have been through a battle, such as the Tootsie Roll. Or that one. Yeah, that's a ball. Here's the square. Yeah, and that one. That one actually looks pretty cool. But anyway, so that's the final product before it goes into the fridge for another like 10-15 minutes, just for the chocolate to set, for everything to be tasty and delicious. But yeah, so that is blackberry raw paleo blackberry truffles. Yeah, chocolate covered truffles for Valentine's Day. So, happy Valentine's Day. Smokey says she wants attention. And, typical stuff, like, subscribe, comment, let me know what I should do cooking-wise, if you have any ideas. I have a friend who told me a rib recipe, and I've just gotta, it's gotta be a little bit warmer for me to be able to grill it like I want to, and yeah. But, yeah. So, thank you for watching Cooking Adventures with Katie. Raspberry, or blackberry chocolate-covered truffle Valentine's edition. And, y'all enjoy your, Valentine's. Ah!